Hey guys, so I'm at a grocery store right now. I figured I would make a quick video just because I know how expensive it can be to eat out in Toronto all the time. No one has that money, and so so I'm going grocery shopping for myself right now, and I just wanted to bring you guys along so you could see how I save some money at the grocery store. If you don't want to eat beef patties and Mr. Noodles all the time. If you don't know what beef patties are, they're amazing. I love beef patties a lot, actually. They're like a Toronto staple with like beef and dough. I think they're only like $1, so I don't know how you can get any better than that. But yeah, also if you are ever looking for an apartment or a house or something like that, make sure that there's a grocery store nearby. Those groceries can get heavy. It's good to know which ones are the bigger grocery stores, because some stores just say grocery and they are small and they don't actually have anything in them. So just burping, no big deal. So I'm gonna show you some shopping tricks, and yeah, it's gonna be great, so let's do it. So the lights in the grocery store did not work out, unfortunately. Also, people kept staring at me. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my tips and tricks. So tip number 1. You probably heard this one before, but I like to never go shopping on an empty stomach. So I will always make sure that I eat before I go, just because otherwise I love cookies and they love me back. And I will just end up buying like 5 tins of cookies. Tip number 2. I always make a grocery list, just because otherwise if you just go in blind, you're gonna pick up so much more stuff than you actually need. I'll just be like, that looks amazing, that looks dope, I'll make it work, I'm gonna eat it all. You would be surprised. You'll come home with so much and you'll have to throw away half of it. So let's move on to number 3. So I know this is not for everyone. I mostly eat vegetarian right now because, well, 1, of health reasons, and also 2, it is so much cheaper to shop vegetables rather than meat. So yeah, and you can make a lot of the same textures as meat with vegetables. It's kind of cool. Honestly, whatever floats your boat. Like if you pan fry a portobello mushroom, you can actually make it taste very similar to a steak. Tip number 4. I always tend to overbuy, especially when it comes to produce, and then I'll just do the shopping cart dance move. Yeah, that was embarrassing. I always convince myself that I'm gonna eat a lot more than I actually do. I'm just burping still, so that's good. So I've kind of created a rule of thumb for myself. Obviously you could modify this if you don't overbuy as much as I do, but basically I'll pick up as much produce or any item as I want, and then I will put back at least half of it, or even a third. Those are all the tips that I have so far. I would love to hear from you guys if you have more. And yeah, if you have any feedback at all, I would really love to hear it, just because otherwise I'm just gonna keep making videos that I think you want to see, instead of you telling me what you actually want to see. One more thing. This is my bill from the grocery store today. It was $134 for food that will probably last me about a week and a half. It sounds like a lot at first, but I did some calculations as to how much it would cost to eat out every meal. So that's $9 for breakfast, $10 for lunch, $10 for dinner for 7 days. Most meals cost around $15 in Toronto. And it still came out to $203 versus $134 for food that will feed me for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So yeah, now you know why people grocery shop in Toronto instead of eating out all the time, because it is expensive. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know, comment, feedback. I love it, I love it, I love it, yeah. This is the bag milk section, so people are always confused as to why we bag our milk. But as you can see, there's also normal milk jugs, so you have your choice.